6,
6,
7.
7.
Well, welcome to U101. My name's Dr. Dan.
And I'm Dom.
We're the podcast where we talk about college and college students. And we have some college students here today. Can you all introduce yourselves real quick? Who are you?
I'm Erin.
Erin, where are you from?
I'm from Long Island.
Long Island?
Yes.
All the way from Long Island to Columbia, South Carolina.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you what brought you here in a second. But
Okay.
I'll let your friends say hello.
I'm Madison. I'm from Alpharetta, Georgia.
So how did you all decide to come to the University of South Carolina?
Well, first well, honestly, I just applied to like a bunch of big schools because I knew I wanted like that kind of atmosphere. And then I got into the capstone program, and that was when I was like, oh, like this school could be a reality for me. And then I came here and I toured it with my dad, and I just loved everything about it. And yeah, here I am.
Madison, how did you find it?
So I had one school that I wanted to go to, and that was it. And I applied there. And then my mom was like, I was with my mom, and I was like, I guess I should apply to more. So I like looked and I saw a dorm tour, and I was like, I really like this dorm. I'm gonna apply here. So I do live at that dorm now, actually. But
What dorm is it?
Campus Village.
Okay.
But I applied here, and I still didn't really want to go. But my parents are paying, and they were like, we like this school a lot. We think it'll be good for you. So I'm here, and I like it. I love it. So it was great.
And
It
we
worked
love
out.
My oldest child found their college from a TikTok also, where it was at Flagler College, which is in St. Augustine, Florida, and there was a TikTok about the dorm, and like, this is the place I gotta be.
Yeah.
So the dorms may sell.
It seems like it.
Yeah. So you seem to know each other.
Yes.
How did y'all meet?
U101.
Yeah, we
with
met in
Dr. Dan.
Dr. Dan.
This guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of pride
Oh.
in my students and the fact that if I can at least help two people
Yeah.
become friends,
Yeah.
that's a major victory. So walk me through how that happened. Like, so you didn't know each other
It was
on
like-
day one.
Yeah, it was the first day, and I think I literally just walked in and came and sat next to you, and then that was it. We sat next to each other on the first day, and now we sit next to each other every day in class.
She told me she was hungry. And
Yeah.
I was like, I'll go get food. Of
I'm
course.
always hungry.
Oh.
And then
After class.
after class, we
Okay.
went to Garnet Station together, and now it's like our little tradition. After class every day, me, Maddie, and Mira go to Garnet Station and just chill.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She's in our U101 class.
Yeah,
too.
Mira is also in our U101
Shout out to
class.
Mira.
Shout out to Mira. And yeah, now the three of us are like a little trio, and I love it.
Mhm.
So what do you think U101 instructors can do to help more of this happen?
I think I've noticed like a lot of people, they'll be like, oh, my U101 class, people don't really talk. So I think if like people can just like, if professors really like
Yeah.
try to do fun games or like different ways to get people
Just
involved with
Creating like an open
because
and
our class
inviting
talks to each
space.
other a lot.
Yeah.
So everyone really loves each other.
Yeah,
So.
our class is awesome. Shout out Dr. Dan.
We're not getting paid to say
No.
that, by the way.
Tally with how many shout outs we get.
We just really enjoy it. Like, this is my favorite.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm not asking because I need you to flatter me. But I do want to kind of unpack, like, what are the things that you like about a course like U101?
Well, I like the way we're like seated. How everybody's like seated in like a
Mhm.
circle and we're all facing each other. I feel like that like gives us a lot of opportunity to talk to one another, and it just creates like an inviting, open area to like talk to one another.
One interesting thing about that, according to our research, we know that how we are seated actually impacts how students feel about the course and the success of the course and their overall ratings. And those that are set in a circle or a
Yeah.
U have significantly higher ratings than anything that's in a lecture style where people are in rows. So remember like on day 2 when it
Yeah.
was set up in rows? And
Yeah.
I was like, no, we got to
Yeah,
move
yeah.
it. It's because we needed that to
Yeah.
happen. So I'm glad you noticed.
I did. Yes, that was the first thing I noticed actually, because all my other classes are
Like-
lecture style. So
Does that make it harder to get to know people?
I think definitely, yeah. Because, like, in my bigger classes, I have 2, like, 70-person lecture classes, and I only have, like, one friend in those classes because I just wanted to, like, have somebody to compare notes to or something. But in this class, I feel like we're all friends. Like, all 20 of us are kind of friends, and, like, we talk to each other and we get along really well. But in my other classes, it's kind of hard to, like, make friends with everyone because there's more people, and we're just there to go to class and listen to the lecture. Like, we're not really there to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Right.
What about you, Madison? What do you like about
Which
one-on-one?
question?
What do you like about one-on-one?
Okay. I agree. I like that it's not lecture style. I
Yeah.
like that certain days we'll do something like completely different. Like we were on the horseshoe the other day.
Yeah.
We learned different stories. I really enjoyed our scavenger hunt. We won.
Yes, our
We
team
did.
won.
Our
Yeah.
team won. I really just like, I enjoy a more like hands-on learning
Me too.
experience. And I feel like U101 is like the closest class to that. So
Mhm.
I don't want to say it feels the most like high school, but it's still like, it's a good transition class from like
I agree.
high school class structure to like college class structure. Cause it's
Yeah.
still kind of like, it takes the good aspects of like a high school classroom
Yeah.
and puts them into a college
I agree.
setting.
Yeah. So other than U101, what else do you love about USC?
Oh, everything.
First.
I love it here. The campus is so pretty.
Mhm.
There's so many food options.
Oh, love the food.
Love the food. Love the food.
Garden Station?
Garden Station's
'Cause that's
pretty
your
good.
place.
Yeah.
That's just because it's a tradition.
Yeah. And Gibbs is really good too. That's in Capstone. And it's just really convenient for me because I live in Capstone. So that's a good one too.
Pavilion.
Yeah, that's
has
in
the
Campus
best food,
Village.
in my opinion.
I still haven't been there yet, but
And that's in Campus Village.
They have
Yeah.
great ice cream. They change out the ice cream flavors daily.
ooh.
It is so amazing.
I have to go see that. And also, I'm a big sports person. So, like, the
Mhm.
sports here was also, like, another big reason as to why I wanted to come here. I have 27 points. I've been to, like, all the games. I've gotten football tickets to every game. And I love the sport. So, I literally love everything about this place. Like,
What do you want to know from our guests?
That's a great question. I guess, what are your career goals? Like, what led you here, like, for your majors? Because from the way you're talking, not that I think higher ed would be really cool for you, based on like, the structure of the class, the community. It sounds like very higher ed, but what are your majors and, like, what major led you here?
So I am in the Darla Moore School of Business. That's what attracted me. They have a really good business program. I'm triple majoring. So I'm majoring
Oh my
in
goodness.
finance, marketing, and entrepreneurship. Thank you.
Could never be
My
me.
ultimate goal is to own my own business. And I also really like the study abroad programs here because I like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Maymester. I like that Capstone is very like
There's a lot
into
of different
helping people
options
out.
for it.
I am currently planning on studying abroad spring break, so that'll be really
Okay.
exciting. But I came here because my parents and I really loved the business presentation. We thought it was really great, and we liked what the school had to offer. And I feel like I have seen so many opportunities since I've been here. So
Yeah. I'm a psychology major right now, but what like brought me to the school, they have a sports psychology program and they have that as a major and that's like what I want to do. So in the spring, I'm switching from psychology to sports psychology and my main goal is to like I want to be a sports psychologist for either like a professional or a collegiate team because I just think that would be really cool. I'm a sports person and I really like the psychology side and like helping people and like the mental side and why people do the things they do. So I've just those two together is like my dream job. And this school has a really good sports psychology program. So that's another reason why. Ooh.
You know what time that is?
I know what time it is.
Ah.
It's time for our favorite segment, Spin and Spill.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Oh.
So the way this is going to work is I'm going to spin this wheel.
Okay.
It's going to land on a color. And I have a question here corresponding to that color. And we'll see what we're going to answer. It's red. Again.
Great.
Red. Red is, what is your favorite thing about your peer leader?
Ooh.
I'll go
Caroline.
first.
Okay, yeah, you go
I
first.
absolutely adore Caroline
I
so
love her.
much. I love her humor and I love that it feels like I'm like talking to like someone who's
Yeah.
actually just my friend. I ate dinner with her on Monday. Like,
Yeah.
Or I didn't eat dinner with her. I sat there while she was
She
there
ate dinner.
studying. But literally love her. And
Yeah. I love everything about Caroline.
Yeah.
She's literally one of the best people I've ever met. She, basically everything Madison just said, she's such a warm and like welcoming person. She's very easy to talk to. And yeah, it just feels like she's actually your friend and not like a peer leader. Like she feels like she's there to like help you
Mhm.
and for you.
So walk us through what you perceive the role of a peer leader to be.
I feel
Someone
like
who's just kind of like in my classes where there's like a peer leader or like a
Or like a TA.
yeah,
TA,
something like that.
they're kind of just like there and I don't
Yeah.
really talk to them and they don't, but it's also a bigger class, so like I don't expect them to like have to like
Yeah.
talk to me or anything, but it's just like they're just kind of there But like
Yeah.
Caroline's very much so like
She's involved.
she's involved and she like reaches out.
I feel like she's
Yeah.
in between a student and like the professor. Like she's like there to teach us things, but also to like help us learn it with our learning. She's like the in between, I feel like.
And what did she do today? How did she help in today's lesson?
Today she gave us an example of what not to do during a presentation.
So she did a presentation on presentations that was
Yeah.
intentionally awful.
Yes.
How far in before you knew?
Literally as soon as she
Immediately.
started.
Oh, okay.
I was
As
like,
soon-
Caroline would never present this to
because
us.
she hyped it up and she was like, oh yeah, like I have a really big presentation. It's gonna be a really big part of my
Yeah.
grade. And she like walked up with
She's
her phone
telling
still in her
us-
hand. I was like, oh, this is
Yeah.
a joke.
Yeah, the colors were gray. I was like, Caroline would never make it that boring color scheme. Like,
You heard that. You heard. I know you heard
I
that.
always hear it.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that bell, it must mean it's time for our final recurring segment, Dr. Dan Discovers.
Oh.
You see, like a detective,
yeah.
right? So this is where we dig into a specific, kind of like a research question in higher ed, and then try to get the perspective of others to help inform maybe what we know about this. And so the question today is, how can professors show that they care about your success? And the reason I'm asking is there is a study from Gallup and Purdue University called Wellbeing, and they have like 80,000 people in their data set, something like that. And what they're trying to figure out is, what are the factors that contribute to somebody's well-being across their lifetime? One of the things they found was, if you graduate from college, you're going to have significantly higher levels of well-being. But then they found, for those who went to college, there were really 6 things that happened during college that will contribute to your well-being later. 3 of them have to do with involvement. Things like working on a project that took a semester or more to complete, having an internship or a job that allowed you to apply what you were learning, and then being extremely active in extracurricular activities. Are y'all involved in extracurricular activities?
I am.
What are
Not
you in-
yet.
Not yet? What are you
I'm
involved
in
in?
entrepreneurship club.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. See,
It's
related to
never
your
too
major.
late.
Never too late.
Not
no.
too late.
Yes.
But the other 3 had to do with the staff and faculty at the university. So having at least one professor who made you excited about learning, having professors who cared about you as a person, and having a mentor who encouraged you to pursue your goals and dreams. But very few college students across the country report having all 3 of those being present. And another thing that we do is we ask, remember taking that first year retention survey, the
Yeah.
EAB retention survey,
USC.
and one USC and you, thank you. And one of the questions was, a faculty or staff member has taken an interest in my success, right? So what is it that somebody would have to demonstrate to you? How do you know someone has, cares about your success at the university?
I can go first.
Okay,
Number
yes.
1, to talk about your point of having all 3, I will just say I do feel like I have all 3 here. So I'll just like shout out the school
Oh,
for
yeah.
a second. Number 2, to go into your point about how I feel a professor cares, I think there are honestly multiple ways for where I'll feel a professor cares about me. I think one of them is like how I feel if they care about me as a person. I think Dr. Dan, not to keep like shouting him
Shout out
but
Dr. Dan.
Go on.
I feel like he does do a really great job of caring about the individual student and
I
making
agree.
you feel cared for, in the sense of he asks about our days.
Yeah.
And that's a small thing. And he does more too, but like that's a small thing that like not all professors do because they don't
Yeah.
have the time for it, which is understandable. So I think on larger scales, it's really helpful when a professor talks about their office hours or is like, hey, I know some people probably didn't do as well as they think they wanted to on this test, but here's how I would go about this. Here's here are solutions to this issue. I would get involved with your student advisor and talk to them about it. Just like really showing you the different options to go about how to succeed in their class, especially if they know it is a hard class.
Yeah. And I know for me, I'm in like a couple of bigger classes, so I know it's hard for professors to like make an individual connection with each and every one of their students because there are so many of them. But I think a way that I know my professors care is like emails. So if I have a question and I email them and they like respond to me quickly or like show that they care and actually give me a like thoughtful, well thought out response, I think that's when I know they care. Or like if I go to office hours and they like try to make a one-on-one connection with you, even though they know they have so many other students, that's another way that shows they care. And then like my smaller classes, like Dr. Dan, and my English class is pretty small. They are very good at like talking to everybody individually and just making sure they like are aware of your presence and like acknowledge that you're there and wanting to learn.
That's awesome. So it sounds like no matter what kind of class you have, large,
Yeah.
small, and whatever discipline, that there are ways, both small and large, that faculty can show that they care.
Yeah.
Because they do. But sometimes, and I wonder also, kind of going back to our last episode where it was like the punctuation that people use in those emails.
Yeah.
So does that matter to you? Like having like if I didn't have an exclamation point somewhere
I
in
wouldn't
my
know.
email.
I
cool with that?
personally, I feel like I don't really care about that. If
Mhm.
you're not putting exclamation points, it's fine. Like I just have a question. As long as you're answering my question, like it's okay.
I don't need an explanation point, but in high school I had this one teacher who would always sound like rude in her emails. Like she
Yeah.
sounded so mad to respond. She
Yeah.
wouldn't even say hi, bye. Like she didn't do any like
No greeting.
just like didn't want to talk. So when it's like that, it's obvious.
There's
but,
got to
like,
be an in between.
punctuation. It's like
As long as you're not sending
I stress
rude.
about the punctuation of my emails.
I do
though.
too.
I like space out my exclamation point.
Same. If I put one in one sentence, it can't be in the next sentence
Right.
too.
For sure. That's
Yeah. 2 exclamation points? No.
Well, I am just so pleased that you both are having such a great experience at USC and in U101. And really appreciate y'all joining us for our podcast, U101.
Thanks for having
Now,
me.
I understand you have a podcast as well.
I
Wanna give a
am.
quick
I'm
plug?
starting my own podcast. It's called Diary of a College Kid. It'll be available on YouTube and Spotify when I get there.
So check it out. So this is like a cross promotion
It's
collab.
like a
kind
cross
of
thing,
thing, right?
collab.
This is amazing.
I'll put this
Okay.
podcast online.
Yes.
She's coming.
Hopefully.
She
Let's
is.
go.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's so nice.
So how many episodes do you have?
How many episodes?
Six,
I've
seven.
recorded 6,
6,
7.
7. Oh my
I've
God.
recorded 2 so far, but I'm going to edit them. I just have 2 exams this week. I have an exam later today,
Ooh,
but
you got
it's
that.
okay. I had to
We-
film this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feeling ready for it?
I feel so ready.
Yay.
You're going to crush it.
Thank you.
We'll be very proud of you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you both so much for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
All right.
Okay.
Join us again next week for the next episode of U1on1 with Dr. Dan.
And
Thanks.
Ooh.
cut.